Brooks and Davis Real Estate Firm, LLC, offers more value than any other good full-service real estate brokerage firm when it comes to the sale of your home. We offer at least 27 things that contribute to your home selling in the least amount of time at the highest price. To receive our free home selling pamphlet, email us at info@brooksanddavis.com or call 713-665-8329. We also assist people who want to purchase homes or who are interested in getting their real estate license. Visit us at www.brooksanddavis.com.
Are you an inspiring entrepreneur? Or maybe you're an entrepreneur looking to take your business to the next level. My name is LarryWBrooks, and I am the author of Empowering Quotes for the Entrepreneur in You and The Entrepreneur Code. In these two books, I guarantee you there's success secrets that will take your business to the next level. I personally invite you to visit LarryWBrooks.com. Go under the books link and purchase your signed personal copy from myself. You have a great day and have an awesome 2020.
Happy Thursday. Welcome to the Prime Real Estate Network podcast. I'm your host, Rick Davis. If you don't follow me on social media, I urge you to do so at Prime Real Estate Rick. You can follow me on Facebook and Instagram at Prime Real Estate Rick. If you're looking to buy, sell, or invest in residential or commercial real estate, you can reach me directly on Instagram at Prime Real Estate Rick, or you can reach us directly on Instagram at Prime Real Estate Network. As always, it's an honor and a pleasure to be here with you every Thursday. My co-host, holding it down with me like he does every Thursday, is not only a Texas real estate broker, a multi-time author, serial entrepreneur, the proud proprietor of the Pure Hustle clothing brand, known on the northern and southern hemispheres as the Texas real estate king. My co-host, Mr. Larry W. Brooks. What's going down?
What can I say, Ricky? I'm happy, man. I'm also, we're going to have to start dropping in there now. I'm also a Georgia real estate broker now, too. So, you know.
Hey, man, look, man.
Get ready. I'm about to be the Georgia real estate king, too.
Hey, look, but tell them boys in Atlanta to get ready. But see, now, I would be remiss if I didn't bring up this entrepreneur code book tea you have. See, anytime we break out something new on the podcast, man, I got to put you on roast.
Yeah.
Because you'll act like we don't notice that you breaking out new swag and new merch. So what's happening with this tea, brother?
You know what, man? I wanted to, this was my second book that I put out, and it just sung to me today when I opened the closet. It was like, where me? And I was like, you know what? Let's get together.
Nah, and you know, that brings up one of the new things that we've added as part of the Prime Real Estate Network content channel is your weekend book reviews.
Yes, indeed.
So share with our audience a little bit about what we've been doing on the weekends with you, brother.
Yeah, man. So, you know, the thing is for those of you that know me, I know that I love intaking information, and I actually apply a lot of the information that I get. So, me and Rick have always talked about, you know, me using the platform as an outlet just to talk about what it is that I get from the books that I read. So that's been the thing, man. I intake the information. So we've started the channel where every Saturday evening we drop a video where I'm giving a book review or book recommendation on something that I've applied to my business that has allowed me to either grow or it may be a book that I was like, you know what, it's overrated. You hear about it, you know, don't go spend your money on it. So just tune in and be a part of that. So like and subscribe and make sure you hit that bell so that you get that notification.
And one of the things I want to make sure I share with our audience is not only are you reviewing these books, but you are providing everybody with an opportunity to buy one of those books. So when you check out the Prime Real Estate Network Weekend Book Review, if you notice, there's going to be a QR code in the corner of the screen. All you have to do is scan that QR code and it takes you directly to shoplwb.com where you can get any of the books that we discussed during the review.
That's right. Or click on the link in the bio and most definitely leave a comment. Let me know if you've read the book, what's your thoughts on it. So again, the link will also be in the comment section. So click that, but let's talk about it. Like chat about it. Give me some of when you think about these books, what you take away from them as well. So
absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, you know what time it is, brother.
Yeah.
You've outdone yourself this week.
Hey, man, you know.
you know, from time to time, I like to hang out in the city of Houston. We, you know, hang out downtown, uptown, midtown. And, you know, there's a few places that we frequented from time to time.
True.
There might have been networking events there.
True.
There might have been meetups there. And from time to time, you may have opportunity to see talented artists perform music. They may sing, or they might even perform comedy from time to time.
Yeah.
So I have to ask you in front of our audience, like I do every week.
No doubt.
Could you share with our audience what you had to do as far as the links you went to secure this week's guest?
You know the thing is this week's guest is truly a good friend. They support, right? Mm-hmm. So I mean, she travels long distances to come to events when we put them on. I've done things for Grandparent Love. She's came out. I've had book booths, and she's came out to support. So this friend was not that difficult as long as we could find a way to get on her schedule when she's in town. Hey. And so as we'll see as we go through this, she has a laundry list of amazing entrepreneur journeys that she's on. So just to be able to get out here for her to be a part of the podcast, man, is just amazing for me.
Hey, man. Well, without any further ado, I'd like to introduce this week's guest to the audience. If you are from Houston, Texas, you may have very well have heard our guest for this week. You might have even seen her perform her live show. But she's not only a comedian, but she is also a radio personality and a serial entrepreneur. Thank you so much for making some time on a Thursday. Ms. Mayam Robinson, how are you?
What's up? What's up? I'm so happy to be here with you fellas today. How are y'all doing?
Okay, bro, we're doing outstanding now that we got you locked in, secured, and in the cockpit with us.
Hey, I'm in here. I might have had to travel way from the north side, somewhere back over in the country that they call Connor Road. Mm-hmm. But I'm here, and I'm in one piece.
I know.
One piece, and you got the Skittle nails.
I got the Skittle nails.
That match the.
That's my little clip,
Come
little
on, man. I thought I liked it.
I'm a little coordinated.
And the power red sports jacket.
Yeah.
The power.
This
no, absolutely. That's the leadership jacket right there. That let them know.
It's my interview coat.
For everyone in our audience right now that is pulling up Google and on their cell phone trying to search for where they may recognize you from or why your voice sounds so familiar. Could you share with our audience where they may have seen you perform or may have heard your beautiful voice?
They may have heard my voice on Texas101jams.com on Sundays from 6 to 8 p.m. They may seen me perform at the famous Houston Improv. Also, Phil and Derek's. Mm-hmm. I performed at the Joke Joint before the Joke Joint shut down. A slew of other venues out here in Houston, Texas, and a podcast. I've been on several different podcasts. I'm on TikTok, Instagram, Snapchat, Facebook. Never know.
Yeah. Never know. Now, of course, Larry and I, when we talk about the guests that we're going to have, we brainstorm as far as some interview questions where we think might be some interesting things for the audience to find out about you. But one of the things, my first question for you is that could you share with our audience, for those who've seen you perform comedy or who might have listened to your radio show, what did you do before you became a professional entertainer?
Before I became a professional entertainer, I was sitting at a desk at a hospital answering phone calls. Receptionist, that's what they call it, a medical receptionist. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Transferring patients and visitors and taking insurance information. I was just doing a regular 9 to 5, getting that paycheck every 2 weeks.
No, because the reason why I think it's so important for, and I thank you so much for sharing, is because so many times when people meet someone like yourself, they may undervalue the journey that you've been on. Mm-hmm. They see you as the package that they are presented with at that time, and they don't understand that it's an evolutionary process.
Definitely.
Because when I was doing some research as far as not only your professional background, but also your business brand, I was really impressed with how diverse it is from an entertainment perspective. So for our audience, was there a mentor in the entertainment field or a comedian that informed you how important it was to diversify your business interests and not just make it all about your entertaining and booking shows, to have other diversified interests?
Actually, no. I winged it.
Oh, wow. Okay.
I winged it. You know what I'm saying? I reached out to do things that I was interested in. I didn't let anything hold me back. I'm a hustler. I need a pure hustler outfit from my boy Larry over here.
No doubt.
Because I drive trucks. I drive a 40-foot trailer with a 3,500 Ram truck. I'm a notary. I do a slew of things. I got a clothing brand. I sell CBD. Mm-hmm. Some got to give.
Yeah,
right. You know what I'm saying? So I don't limit myself to anything. And I just had a point to where, you know what, I'm tired of being laid off from these jobs, because that's what happened.
Right.
I actually got laid off from that job. And it was a point I got to do something for myself. You know what I'm saying? Do something for me. Put all the time and effort into myself. So with the comedy thing, it was a open door for me to network with people.
Wow.
You know, and I got to meet a lot of different people there, from doctors to lawyers to nurses, just a wide range of individuals. And people were selling clothes and stuff at their comedy shows. And I'm like, man, that's a good idea, you know, selling clothes at the comedy show. You know, maybe I should do something like that. And I came up with my little slogan, you something else. Because people always say that to me, girl, you something else. Hey, like you is something else, girl. Yeah. So I got me some shirts that said you something else, and I started bringing them to my comedy shows and selling them after the shows, or promoter be like, I only got $25 to give you. I got to make some more money. I need to get home. I need some gas money. You know what I'm saying? So I started pushing those, and then I start reaching out to people because I'm a notary. Right. And I start advertising that on Facebook and Instagram, and, you know, going up to my old job and be able to notarize from patients and stuff there. And from there, I started doing the CBD and selling CBD products and hemp products and all that stuff on the CBD line. And I don't know if y'all know that, but Texas is now doing medical marijuana here.
Oh, are they?
Yes.
No, I did not know that.
And
we dropped that?
I'm part of the minorities for medical marijuana because, you know, of course, for us, it's hard to get any type of open with that right now. So I'm part of this group, but since the COVID started, they kind of like not been having the group sessions where we're meeting in, but they would send emails and stuff like that to kind of keep you updated.
Yeah.
Right.
Wow.
And that's something you need to look into because that's a revenue.
Yeah.
That's a lucrative revenue if you can get your foot in the door. Because if I had $250,000 right now, I would open me up a dispensary.
Wow.
You know, because like he said, I'm from Colorado. You know, they have those all over the places. And that right there, you can't lose. Yeah. You can't lose in that industry.
And that's a huge tourist draw, everything.
Oh, yeah. Because I don't think many people in our audience, or even if your fans who've seen you perform, know that about you from a background standpoint. So being from Colorado, being from Denver, how do you think that shaped how you've how you view the cannabis space, the hemp space? Because I think a lot of time for us native Texans, everything is so new and so right now that, like you say, people like Larry and myself had no idea that this type of legislation that took place, because this is something that we never even really envisioned.
Right.
But being from Colorado, your outlook is totally different. So how do you think that's helped you as far as educating yourself and getting involved in that space?
I think it gives me an opportunity to be more open, especially being down here in the Bible Belt, and people are kind of like, I don't want, no, that's not good, that's bad, that's evil. You know, I want to hit you with the holy water. You know, and it gave me the opportunity to be more diverse and be able to get out there and network with people and get with a right group of people that have the same mindset as myself. And to let people be more open about, you know, the cannabis industry. It's not all about the recreational side of it. You know, it's more about medical. You know, before, you know, my father passed, rest his soul, he was dealing with cancer.
Wow.
And the only way that he could eat is to smoke something. You know what I'm saying? So he had to smoke in order to give him an appetite. I have a friend who had a patient that had MS. And to help relieve the pain, you know, he had to get the cannabis, but in an oil base that he would rub on his skin, take a bath in it, bath bombs and stuff like that. So it could be used for a lot of different ways and more positive than one.
How often do you have some of the people that follow you on Facebook, they reach out to you in as far as how to get more information, how to get involved in that minority cannabis space? Because I think as far as the things you're talking about, we are undereducated. And I think in our community that there aren't enough people like yourself that are actually actively sharing this information. So do you have, are there other entrepreneurs or other women that you speak to or mentor that come to you for this type of information? Or how would one go about learning more about this space?
Actually, they can DM me, you know what I'm saying? Hit me in my inbox on Instagram, Facebook, Snapchat, any of those social media outlets. I'm not the type of person that holds stuff in and be like, oh, I don't want to tell you. I don't want you to know how to do this stuff. But right now I am a part of this group called Daily Sprays. Daily Sprays. It's called mydailysprays.com/Mayam Robinson. And what we do is we sell a long streamline of products, liquid vitamins, hemp products, cannabis products. During April of every year, they will sell some THC products, but they are limited. And you can be a customer or you can become an entrepreneur. I just joined this particular group earlier this year. What's this? We're in August. June, July, June, and I'm already considered an executive status because I came in and I bought a slew of products. And I just said, I'm going to get these products, see what I could do with them. If I can get them off, I can't. If not, I'm going to use them myself because they're good. You know, they're good products, especially the Daily Sprays has been one of my biggest sales because it's liquid vitamins that you can carry around with you wherever you go. Spray it in your mouth. If you're traveling, you're going to work, going to the gym, you know, stuff like that. And then educating people on the cannabis because I'm not too sure why more people here in the southern region kind of shun to that. You know, and most of it's education.
Right.
So I have pamphlets that I send out to get educate people on the products that we have, you know, the different lines that we have to offer, what they do, what's in them, because that's very important to know what you're putting in your body.
Absolutely.
And I'm always open and willing to share anything that anybody reach out to me when it comes to that.
No, I appreciate you so much, man, because you've been so transparent and candid in this portion of the interview that I just hope we haven't given the audience too much to chew on. But when we come back from our break, I want to talk to you a little bit about what motivates you, what inspires you, because with someone like yourself that has not only so much talent but also a sense of humor, I think sometimes people who get to know you may not necessarily understand or even ask you about your planning, your preparation from a business perspective. Sometimes the better you get at what you do, the easier it looks. So when we come back, I want to talk to you a little bit about what inspires you, what motivates you, who has served as a mentor, or if there was anyone in your family that might have served as an example for you, if you don't mind.
Oh, most definitely.
Absolutely. I want to thank everyone for tuning into the Prime Real Estate Network podcast. We're going to take a short break to hear from our sponsors, but we will be right back.
I'm serial entrepreneur Larry W. Brooks, and I'd like to personally invite you to take a closer look at the Pure Hustle clothing brand, along with several books that I've authored to take entrepreneurs, small business owners to the next level of their business. So please take a look at shoplwb.com. How do you survive?
Rent to own is not a myth. Turn your rental payment into a down payment with Divvy Homes and the Prime Real Estate Network. All you need to qualify is a 550 minimum FICO score and $40,000 in annual income. If you've worked your current job for at least the last 6 months and you can prove that you have $2,000 in the bank, your dream of home ownership can become a reality. Please direct message, call, or email the Prime Real Estate Network today and learn more about this exciting new program. Welcome back to the show. I want to thank you so much for tuning into the Prime Real Estate Network podcast. I'm your host, Rick Davis. You can follow me on social media at Prime Real Estate Rick. You can follow the podcast on social media at Prime Real Estate Network. As always, my co-host is serial entrepreneur, Texas real estate broker, and the proud proprietor of the Pure Hustle clothing brand, the Texas real estate king, Mr. Larry W. Brooks. What's going on, brother?
Hey, man, I feel like I'm not doing enough. After listening to my girl run down what she got going on, I feel like I'm just not doing enough, man.
Oh, no,
I got to figure out a way to get into this hemp space. Like, I got to get into all of this, man. I feel like I'm not doing enough.
Oh, no, and see, and this is the great thing about having the type of guests that we have on our show is because with this platform, I'm hoping that we're able to expose our audience to entrepreneurial lanes and entrepreneurial ventures and things that they may not have necessarily considered.
I totally agree.
I think a lot of times as business people, we put ourselves in boxes, and until we're exposed to different things, we don't know what's possible. I want to introduce this week's guest to our audience. She is not only a lovely comedian, a serial entrepreneur, but she is also an outstanding radio personality. I want to thank her for sitting in on the Prime Real Estate Network podcast. Miss Mayam Robinson, how are you?
That's right.
I'm doing great. How are you guys?
We're doing great. Cool thing is that before we took our break, we talked a lot about your history as far as entertainment, being a comedian, some of your entrepreneurial ventures. But I want to, if you wouldn't mind, share with our audience as far as who serves as an inspiration and a motivation for you. Was there a member of your family that was a business owner? Were there members of your family that were in entertainment? Who kind of served as an example for you to walk this path?
I would definitely have to give this credit to my family.
Okay.
I come from a large family, 8 brothers and sisters, a mother and a father, so I had that close family network. The one that I can give the most credit to, I would have to say my dad. My father always shared stories with us as kids, you know, like how they had to walk to school in 3 feet high of snow and all this kind of stuff, and how he had to work on cars with his dad. And he had all these little funny stories that he used to tell us as growing up. And I used to remember just sitting there and just in awe and listening to him. And with most of my comedy, I'm more of a storyteller. So I kind of still tell stories in my comedy. And one thing I have to say about my father is that he always used to encourage me to always be the best version of myself. No matter what it is that I'm doing, be the best version of myself and make sure that I put God first.
Now the question is, where did you get your sense of humor?
I would have to say my dad.
Oh, so Pops was funny as well.
Pops was so funny. I would have to give this credit to my dad. I mean, that was my best friend. That was my mentor. And for him to have 6 girls.
Man.
Oh, whoa.
He had to be a comedian.
Wait. You should have led with that.
Yeah.
You should have led with that. But then she buried the lead on that one. And where do you fall within those 6?
I'm the middle child.
Of course,
6.
the performer.
You know, I'm the
man.
middle one.
Of course, the performer has
You know,
to be the middle
the
child.
clown. You know what I'm saying? The one got to put the show on for everybody after dinner. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, my goodness gracious.
6 girls and 2 boys.
Wow.
And he had a sense of humor. And you
Most
were the one.
definitely. And I was a tomboy, too. So, you know, I'm always outside with the brothers when they doing stuff with dad and stuff like that. So, yeah.
Okay, so now this is a question I have to ask because unfortunately we only have you for 26 minutes.
Okay.
But where do you think you develop your nerve to try new things? Because going from a professional desk job to being a professional entertainer in the comedy space, where did that strength come from? And what was tougher, stepping out on faith as a comedian or stepping out on faith as an entrepreneur and a businesswoman?
I'm going to say stepping out on faith as a comedian.
Oh,
I
wow.
think that was the toughest for me because I didn't actually decide to do this until I got a divorce.
Oh, wow.
And I got a divorce and I moved here to Texas, and it was a point that I felt like I was going through some type of transition and trying to find myself. And I said, you know what? I'm going to do something that people have always asked me. They was like, why don't you ever grab a microphone and tell some jokes? You know what I'm saying? I can't tell no jokes. I'm stage fright. I'm not going to do that.
Right.
It's like, you should just try it. And so I got out here and I said, you know what? It's never too late to reinvent yourself.
Facts.
I'm going to try something new.
Absolutely.
Wow.
I went down to the Houston. I talked to actually a couple of my coworkers, and I said, if I go to the Houston Improv, would y'all come up there and see me or something? I'm going to have open mic. And one of my coworkers like, yeah, I'll come down. I was like, okay, cool. I get there. She brought 10 people with her.
Okay.
Whoa. I was like, she
up.
showed up and showed out. So I went to the bar, got me a glass of wine. I said, I can't turn back now.
Right. We out there.
Drunk that glass of wine, went on that little open floor. They only let you do like 5 minutes. And it was like amazing.
Yeah.
It was amazing. Like after I got over those first couple of words, because I was kind of shaky and nervous, I let all that out, and they were like shocked. Like I got to work, they was like, "Girl, we didn't know you was that funny. You had me cracking up."
That's what's up.
You know what I'm saying? I can't believe you do comedy. I was like, well, I don't do comedy. That was just my first time.
Yeah.
They didn't know that was like on my bucket list.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I
Right.
was like, I was just trying something. You know what I'm
Wow.
saying? And then from there, it was like I was going to different open mics and signing myself up and meeting people. And they telling me, you should go here and try this and go to Darwin's and all these different locations.
Wow.
And I just stepped out, that nerve. I got it up out of me and said, girl, come on, do this. See what you know. You never know what this might turn into.
Yeah.
And then it felt good making people laugh because I make my family laugh all the time.
Right.
That's just like
how long
normal.
you been here in Houston? How long you been in Houston?
2018.
2018.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
Wow.
Yep, and I've been doing it since I got here, since I stepped foot on here, because I didn't have a job at the time. I was like, shoot, I'm going to just go out here and do some comedy.
Yeah.
Try
Wow.
some things out.
No, because I think your story is a great testimony for all those people who are on the sideline, watching the game get played in front of them, but just need that extra oomph to step out and get involved on the playing field, or get involved, get in the game and actually get it going. So do you have any final advice to any members of our audience that might be sitting in a chair right now that is just like you were maybe 5 to 10 years ago, that may be
Yes.
just struggling with some pending transition or
Yeah.
in a rut, Is there any advice that you could share with them?
Definitely, I do. You have to be your biggest cheerleader is yourself. You know what I'm saying? You might be feeling like friends and family and coworkers aren't really supporting your goals or not really seeing your vision. Yeah, and I know it's hard, you know what I'm saying? But like you said, you got to step out on faith, be your biggest cheerleader, and know you can't win if you don't try. You can't fail if you don't try.
Facts.
And invest in yourself. I know with my clothing line, I lost a lot of money.
Oh, no, but we got to plug that. Let's plug it, though.
I lost a lot of money.
Where is it at? Where can we get the
Well, you know, I don't have a website yet. I'm still like in boxes right now, sending stuff from my houses and going to the post office and sending it off. But I have a clothing line that's catered to women called Pretty Girl Smoke. And it's catered to women who, you know, like to indulge in the cannabis lifestyle. They might like hookah. They might like cigars. You know what I'm saying? But it's clothes that you can work out in. You can go to the airport in them. You can even dress them up and go to happy hour after work. They're very comfortable and cute. I should have brought one up here. I don't know what I was thinking. But you can find that on my Instagram page if you go to _Yummy, YUMMIE, She Funny, and the number 1. Or you can also find that on my Facebook page under my government name, Mayam Robinson, MAYAM ROBINSON. Okay? And they're cute little outfits. I promise you will adore them. If you have a girlfriend or wife or somebody you want to get something for, you want to see them as little biker shorts jogging, you should get them one of these outfits.
You get the jogging routine.
Yeah, that's exactly how we like them. In the biker shorts jogging.
Yeah,
Exactly.
see Miss Park out there walking the grass with my outfits. You know what I'm saying? You should definitely look into them. I got a variety of colors, long sleeve, short sleeve, pants, shorts. You should definitely check that out.
I love it. That's funny.
And then as far as live performances, are we still doing that? Are we out
I
and
am
about?
still
Where can
doing-
everybody see you?
You know, I am still doing that, but I love to do open mic. I don't have anything in the books right now. Hopefully when I get off here today, somebody like, hey girl, can you come do a show for me? But I just did Phil and Derek's a couple of weeks ago, and I really, really love that spot. If you know about Phil and Derek's, they have amazing food, they have amazing entertainment, and now they have live comedy every weekend, Friday and Saturday, 2 shows on both days.
Yeah.
And
Get there.
Yes.
You got to get them tickets early because they do
They
sell
do.
out.
They sell out fast.
Yeah,
But guess
it's a big
what?
event.
You could go for free on Wednesdays nights and see some open mic. And it's
that's
just
what's up.
as good as a show. You'll see tons of Houston comics here doing open mic. Some people new, some veterans. They're out
That's
there
what's up.
doing their thing, entertaining people, getting feedback from the audience so they can become better. So definitely, if you get opportunity, go check out an open mic and support the Houston comics.
Come on now. That's what I'm talking
Yeah.
about. That's how you show love to all your people, man.
Most definitely.
Now watch this. This is, you totally set the bar really high for Larry. Watch this.
Hey,
As always,
I don't.
we would like to know in the audience what's going on this weekend in the world of the Texas Real Estate King.
The Texas and Georgia Real Estate King. As I say,
TXGA, baby.
Cross lines.
All day.
I cross lines. You know what? Not much, man. I am I'll probably be sitting down and filming some more book reviews. You know, because I just got done with a book, Atomic Habits. It's an amazing read. So I'm ready to just like pour that into somebody else, man. So
Anything going on at the Brooks and Davis Education and Training Center today?
today is a study house. So those of you that may not have your that are studying to pass your license exam, stop by the office. You don't have to be a Brooks and Davis agent. Just show up. We pour into you. You'll be there with like-minded people. Most of the people that we're getting that have joined our affiliate program or knocking out their exam first time out. So it's we're seeing the results of the study house. And also shout out to the Brooks and Davis team. We now have 3 offices. We have our corporate office on the south side of Houston. We have our north side location that's off of I think it's off of 45. I'll get the details. And then we have a west side location that's off the Katy Freeway. So we excited about that growth.
West Seal.
Yeah.
What's up?
Yeah.
Hey, that's what I'm talking about. See,
I brought out
what's
something, man.
going on there. You know what I mean?
He brought that resume out.
You know?
Larry make me pull teeth with him every week.
Hey,
I don't
I gotta
know why,
figure
man.
it
The
out.
boy got a pocket full of game. He's still playing out here. I appreciate your candor and transparency, Mr. Brooks.
Pocket full of game. I love it.
Come on, man. I appreciate it, brother.
Yeah.
As always, man, if you are an agent, if you're thinking about a change, if you're studying for your real estate license, or if you're someone who's always thought real estate is the profession for you, visit our website at brooksanddavis.com. You can get all the information you need about how to study for, pass, and get enrolled with the Brooks and Davis family.
True.
On behalf of myself, Rick Davis, and the Texas Real Estate King, Mr. Larry W. Brooks, I want to thank everyone for tuning into the Prime Real Estate Network podcast. Yeah. If you need anything in the meantime, in between time, we're only a text, inbox, or DM away. Until next Thursday, everyone, be blessed.
Yeah.